Hey guys, it's Mayhem here. Hope you're having a good day. Mojo is sleeping next to me, so if you hear dog snoring noises, that's probably what's going on. So I'm trying to jimmy with the sound so you don't pick it up. But dogs. Anyway, so I don't know if you've seen this. It's a news story that's come out, but it leads into kind of the thumbnail. Stay off dating apps, and I'm trying to like balance this because I know that with the Rona, everybody is kind of going a little cuckoo. But the majority of the content creators out there will say the same thing: stay off dating apps. I mean, there's no point in you doing it, and all they do is they take money from the men, and most likely you'll have a very bad experience. I've said it before. If you want me to do a video on your dating app, how to do your profile, it's so easy. I can do it now. You need 3 pictures, no animals, just you, full body shot, you doing something active, and you with a headshot. Those are basically the 3 things you need. You need to filter the crap out of it because that's all women care about. And then in your profile, what are you looking for? You need to be a smartass. And back in the day when I was on Match, I never really did Tinder. Well, I did Tinder too, but back when I did Match, my first profile was a story of me doing hot yoga and me basically whining and complaining about how tough it is and whatever. Women are looking for looks and then personality. That's what they look for in a dating app. So if you're on Tinder, the story changed a little bit because for the most part, the women don't read your bio. They don't read anything other than they look at the picture and then they'll swipe right on you if at that millisecond in their existence they find something appealing about you. And then as you try to talk to them, they'll realize that they just want validation and they'll get off. And if you are on the Reddit MGTOW board, you'll see a lot of those posts where women activate their Tinder account just to be validated, just to have guys waste their time hitting on them, and then ignoring the guys or having 1 or 2 sentence conversations and then just stopping. You're wasting money, sometimes a little, sometimes a lot, and it's just not worth it. If you want to spend $35 for a match, send it to me. I'll put my PayPal. Send me an email and I'll give you my PayPal, and I'll ignore you just as well as the women do. At least that way, you're helping build the community. But this story came out about this guy, and I'm not going to play the whole thing because I'll just kind of extrapolate, but I want you to see her profile. So here's the story.
I truly believe I would have been killed.
That's the voice of a 21-year-old from Covington who doesn't want to be named. In the last 24 hours, he says he was set up, beat up, and then shot 2 people in self-defense. He met Sierra Wayman on the dating app Tinder.
Okay, so this is really kind of, all that we need to see because granted, these stories don't happen that often, but they do happen. And my postulation here, if I'm using that word correctly, is that it's going to become more and more apparent because the women that are moving to OnlyFans, they're having this expectation that they're going to make $2 million like Bella did. And, the Bella Thorne video I did where she basically, juked the guys into giving her money and then getting out what they wanted, similar to what Belle Delphine does. So women will go out, create an OnlyFans site, and they'll tweet about it. They'll tell their friends about it, and in some cases, their father will pay a subscription, which if you haven't seen that article, anyway. But what these women are realizing is that much like the real world, only about 5% of the women probably make any substantial amount of money. And you hear about them because it's ridiculous. You'll hear about Bella Thorne making $2 million in a month, but you won't hear about the thousands and thousands and millions of women that have created OnlyFans that make $10 or $5 or no dollars because, they're not that great. And this girl, if you look at her mugshot, the miracle of makeup, I think that's her on the left. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to compare something. Maybe that's not her on the left. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's her on the left. The eyebrows are different. So I'll just go with that's not her on the left. But if you look at her, so if she probably did her makeup and she probably, spent some time trying to look good, she probably would pull off, a 7 or an 8, especially for a guy. that's on Tinder. The kid was 21, I think the reporter said, so he's not super experienced with women. He probably doesn't have any game at all unless he's been in the community. And then as far as the pickup artist community, it's a dying breed anyway, so it's probably not much. So basically what this woman did is she convinced this guy to come over to her house after chatting him up. She asked him to go through the back door. When he went through the back door, she asked him to lock the door, which he did. She went to the front door and let two dudes in and said, yeah, that's him. And then she ran upstairs. One of the dudes came over and punched the guy, the 21-year-old, in the face. He happened to be carrying, which good for him. And 6 shots later, 2 guys are dead. And this woman admitted that she had set this up so that he would get robbed. So, I mean, it looks like he'll get off with, self-defense. Who knows in this day and age? If he's a white 21-year-old, he'll probably get life in prison. But, she basically admitted that it was a setup. But it goes back to, what we say in the community all the time. Dating apps are a waste of time for men. It's just not worth it. Unless you're, I don't even know who the example would be. Channing Tatum, whatever. Brad Pitt when he was younger. I mean, unless you're that, you're not going to get that much luck. And I'm neither one of those. I had decent luck on Match just because I know how to play the game and I'm a smart ass, so I get a lot of laughs, which helps. But it's just not worth it. You're just not going to win. And especially when we're all locked down in Rona, women are starved for attention. They just cannot survive without attention. And they're desperate for attention and they're desperate for money. And this woman, granted, she's not all women are like it, but I think you're going to see it more and more where they're getting desperate for the validation, the attention, and they need money. And so they're going to put themselves in situations where vulnerable men who are lonely and not necessarily in the community are going to go out there and, try to believe that she's not like all women and put themselves in bad situations. And it's just sad that, we continue to have these problems. And I think that for the next 2 months, it's going to get worse and worse because I think the lockdown's going to continue. I think until after the election, crap is just going to be crazy. And then who knows what's going to happen after the election. But stay off the dating app, guys. I mean, it's just not worth it. And if you're going to do it, go in there with a healthy skepticism. I mean, it's just not worth it. And no woman is ever worth it. So, that's the video for today. Let me know what you think about it. Please like and subscribe to my channel. As you know, my previous channel got deleted, so I'm trying to rebuild this one. It's coming along. I know that I'm not doing consistent content. I've just had a lot of stuff going on, which is just an excuse, but I'm trying to work on it. I'm just juggling a lot of things, and sadly, the channel, I need to make it a bigger priority because I do enjoy the videos, but I'm working on some stuff, so hopefully that'll happen. As I always say, you can find me on Spotify under the Daily MGTOW Dose. I probably will port this over to BitChute too, where I'll have it under Mr. MGTOW Mayhem probably. If there's anything you want me to talk about, feel free to send me an email, tomc.mayhem@gmail.com. And until the next one, please remember, the journey is the reward, and you are the prize.